said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Boilermakers will kick it off to get us underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Give to the running back from the shotgun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone, and they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their feet.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Buys a little extra time. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch of the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game.
Looking for the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The give. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
To the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerk.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Ohio State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right on the money. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
They just keep firing. Got it behind the line. It's Akbar. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it from the gun. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the second quarter. One drive has already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Gonna swing it on second down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the...
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Ohio State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. With the catch, it's Akbar. Man, just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're...
There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue. So a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He'll bring it out. It's Burton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
That's a great job getting the 1st down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the 1st round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Making side adjustments here. 3rd down play from the gun. Makes the grab over the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing in zone, I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you can tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the game zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Schneider. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Boilermakers want to move quickly. Out of the gun to give to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's looking deep. He's got it along the sideline. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
He'll bring it out. It's Burt. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a gap. It's Tucker. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route, and the quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that one.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is on its way. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Purdue.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll close the gap to 14. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Got his man on the right. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's got his man. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now, this guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Purdue! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Fast completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And he'll be brought down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Makes the catch. It's Burton. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Off play action on first down. That's field in. It's Gutierrez. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, a nice lead here late in the third quarter. They're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellows, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Navy is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 21 to East Carolina. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Give to the running back. Powers through the defender. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line. They'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the left. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And the comeback is on.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Burke. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Caught near the sticks. It's Morrison. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down there?
There we go! Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get concerned. They're staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They want that clock to run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quickly to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late will be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Showing the arm strength to the left. Wide open downfield.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Wide receiver going in motion. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. We reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They go to the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The defense still has all 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them after the kneel down. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive.